Hi, I'm Jeff Merrill and welcome you to True Texas History. And today we're going to be talking about Pompeo Coppini, some Texas monuments, and Texas State Fair. It's that time of year for the Texas State Fair, and I figured it'll fit. Well, the name Pompeo Coppini, I can't really say that he's a household name. He should be, but probably isn't. He was an Italian sculptor that did several statues here in Texas and major monuments. And what's even more, he designed the Texas Centennial Coin. Have you even seen one of those? Most people haven't, unless you're a coin collector. The coin people tend to like those things. But let me go ahead and show you a picture. See, here's the coin. When it was designed, on one side you have the Lone Star with an eagle. This was a $50 from the 30s. Up here you have Winged Victory. You have Houston, you have Austin, you have the Alamo. So if you've ever wondered, has the Alamo ever been on a coin? Yes, the Texas Centennial Coin. And the Texas Centennial Coin was made for several years. Initially, it was intended to pay for the construction of the Hall of State at the Texas State Fair. And so they were using the proceeds from the coin to go ahead and pay for it. The coin is 90% silver, so if you're a coin collector, you might want to go ahead and get some. They're not cheap anymore. Used to you could find them at pretty decent prices, but those prices continue climbing, especially among Texana collectors. But Pompeo Coppini, besides designing the coin, he's also the one who designed the Alamo cenotaph. Excuse me, that's always a difficult one for me to say. He's got some statues located in Corpus Christi. I'm trying to think where else he has some statues. There's quite a few throughout the state. Where he left his handiwork in places. I know I've seen several of them. I've enjoyed them. The John Reagan statue was a Pompeo Coppini. He was a postmaster. Did a wonderful job, and they commemorated him with the monument. But the Terry's Texas Ranger statue there in front of the Texas Capitol was a Pompeo Coppini. And he's done several other works. I didn't have a list here in front of me. But, those Texas sculptors, they really did a marvelous job, and they've contributed a great deal to Texas. I know another one worth mentioning is Elizabeth Ney. So, if you ever get a chance to see those statues, I encourage you to do so. And pay attention to who did them and when they were erected, because that can tell you a whole lot in terms of what was going on in the state. And there's always a backstory, and those things are always fascinating. Now, although the coins were produced for several years, they still didn't pay for everything, and Treasury considered them a failure. I think that they're great coins. They started off worth 50 cents, and I think when I got mine, it was maybe like 120, something like that. They're not cheap now. They're no longer 50 cents or even anywhere near 50 cents. But they're worth it to collectors. And when they first made them, the Treasury Department thought that the coins were too busy and it was too much to put onto a coin. I don't think so. I think they're a beautiful coin with a lot of detail. If you can get them where they're not worn down, that's even better. But just an interesting little facet of Texas history, and that's how we paid for the Hall of State, which is now out there on the fairgrounds. So give you something to think about, so that when you go to Austin, some of these places, see those statues. Think about not only who the statue is to, but what message is it trying to convey? What does it say about Texas and what our values are? And also, what does it say about the sculptor's skill? Because some of these things, there's some fascinating detail if you ever look at them. So until next time, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you Vaya con Dios. Goodbye.